Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm out here messing around with the boat. I got it torn apart. I thought, hey, what a great time to show a video. So I bought a 2008 Nitro Z9 with the center dual console last year in July. And the boat needed a lot of work. It was in bad shape, but I got it for a great deal. I paid about $16,200 for the boat, motor, trailer, and that was fair enough given the condition of the boat. Most of the time boats that age with a 250 Pro XS with decent electronics, trolling motor, so on and so forth, go for somewhere in the high 20s, and I just didn't have it to spend. So this is my boat that I bought, and I'm gonna go over a few things that I've done to it. So up here in the front, I added a Talon remote, plugs drills in place right there, snaps in really nice. Now some of the new boats have the tool tray with the drink holder, so I ordered one, and then because I have the Tarova iPilot with the little bit larger foot pedal, I installed suction cups on the bottom of it, and I manufactured a plexiglass plate to mount it to. You can see that there. So that mounts up real nice and gives me the tool tray up front. Just a real convenient setup up here. Added a ram mount for the Lowrance, and that was all for the front of the boat, except for the add-on for the trailer. I added a trailer step. This thing is super nice. Look, it's worth the 200 bucks. If your trailer doesn't have one, you've got the step right here. But to be able to step up on here and step around onto the boat when you're loading, unloading, everything else, it makes it super easy. Pardon the mess, I've got the console torn apart right now, and I'll tell you about that here in just a second. So I also installed these seats. I got them from bassboatseats.com. The old ones were in really bad shape. They were dry rotted, cracked, and I was able to get some replacements. Mount up nice and easy with a hinge, just like the old ones. The only difference was you can't get them for these type of seats. I've got a recess type of seat, so you can step up on the back deck right there. Those I actually had to order the material, got it from bassboatseats.com, and had a local guy do those, and he did a really great job. So the console that I got torn apart right here, that's pretty rough looking, right? Well, the reason that I tore it apart was because the bezels, the metal aluminum machined bezels that are chrome plated. And I don't know if you have them in your boat. Odds are, if you've got a Z9 around 2000, I'd say between 2007 2010, it's spent any time in the sun or in the cold, hot cold, any kind of saltwater exposure or whatever else, those things crack and they start to peel. Mine were peeling so bad that the wife, she couldn't stand it. She was like, you need to order some new ones. I wasn't doing that, so I'll show you what I did with those in a minute. Only other thing that I've done to the interior of the boats, go through all of the wiring, went through all the pumps, make sure everything's worked. I added a accessories battery, so I've got 5 batteries, 3 for the trolling motor, 1 for cranking, 1 for accessories. It gives me the ability to stay on the water without having any downtime due to lack of power. That's the #1 degrader on the water when you're trying to get somewhere. Added a new radio, got to have that, and a couple of new speakers down there, as well as a interior light. Back in the back, I'll show you the motor real quick. So the motor, the cowling was in really bad shape. Most Mercuries, the stickers are all cracked and dry and peeling and everything else. And if your motor is subjected to heat for long periods of time, this cowling actually begins to do just like the top of your boat. It oxidizes. What I was able to do is get all the old stickers off, ordered some off of eBay, and I did a complete tear down as far as the getting down. I used a high-speed buffer and some compound after I got all the stickers off, and then I waxed it real good. Then I put the stickers on just like new, and then waxed it again. I added a Talon this year. It's been super nice to have. I've been told, hey, you need to get 2 of those. Well, the condition was, if I bought a boat, it had to have a boarding ladder for the wife and the kids. So I don't think there's going to be a Talon going on this side. Now, so for what I did with the steering wheel, and the piece behind the steering wheel and the bezels, pulled them off, cleaned them up real good, and this is the stage that we're at right now. Just put a coat of clear coat on here. If you can see that, it looks just like wood grain. Obviously it's metal. The bezels themselves, same thing. They look pretty good. Got another couple of coats of clear to go on there, and those will be nice and glossy. And then I'll walk back over here and show you. As you can tell, it's I bought the material to match the wood grain there as the accent on the console and in the center there. So once it's all back together, I think it's going to look really good. I'm pretty pleased with it so far. It's a little bit of a pain, and it's a long process. What did I have? Okay, so where did I get the dip kit from? So I ordered it from mydipkits.com. Not a sponsor, but they've got a pretty decent product. It comes with a complete tutorial online, as well as all of the materials and a step-by-step process to follow. All right, so it's pretty much foolproof. If I can do it, you can do it. So if you've got something that looks unsightly on your boat and you want to replace it, you want to do something to it to improve the look or the condition, keep it from being an eyesore, I highly suggest you order a kit. You can get a small kit to do things like I did, the bezels, so on and so forth. I was able to do the steering wheel, 4 bezels, and the piece behind the steering wheel, the metal piece that is the filler there on the console, all with their small kit for about 60 bucks. So I'm not on the water. I don't have anything to post as far as fish this week. I'll be on the water next week. But when you're not on the water and you've got decent weather, you're probably doing some maintenance on your boat unless you got a brand new one. So if you're wanting to do something like that, I highly encourage you to try it. If you're out looking for a boat and you're limited on your funds, find the diamond in the rough. Find something that just looks unsightly and ungodly to somebody else. Get a great deal and put the time and the effort and the energy into it. Use your local vendors for things that you need, like getting your seats done, or use an online vendor that gives you a direct supply replacement or something similar. Unfortunately, because this boat is so old, once a Nitro is about 5 years old, you can no longer get most of the parts through Bass Pro or Nitro or Tracker Marine. So you have to improvise. Got cut off a little bit there, but so the Z9, as far as the platform, it's a boat that I hope to have for many years to come. I'm really comfortable in it. It's super comfortable on the water. It handles extremely well. It fishes really well. So there's my boat, and there's some of the things that I've done. If you got questions, shoot them to me, and talk to you next time.